Well, we join this match in progress. Well, about 20 seconds of progress, as a matter of fact, and you are looking at World's Girls Champion Moolah. Moolah the Magnificent, if you will, but Moolah. And Moolah is holding an arm lock on the challenger for the World's Girls title. And the young lady with the Indian-type boots comes by it naturally. That's Winona Hart, who comes from Window Rock in Arizona, and she is a top flight challenger for the World's Girls title. This event is for 2 out of 3 falls. It has a 45-minute time limit. The referee is Branko Lubitsch, and Moolah, the veteran of the mat, now is caught in a hammerlock. And this huge crowd here at the Sam Houston Coliseum is happy to see Winona Hart move that arm further up behind the back of the champion. Moolah, flying mare, and it broke the hold, and that's what she was after. So Moolah, who knows all the moves and invented a lot of them, is in there with an arm whip and an arm strangle. But you can also see that she is trying to get in there with those choppers of hers and maybe to trim the nails of Winona Hart. That's Moolah. She is trying to make life miserable for Winona and succeeding. The twist on the hand, and she covers with that long hair of hers. She covers the fact that she was biting on those fingers. But I tell you, Winona's in trouble. When Moolah starts getting the opportunity to maul you around, she does it, and does it with a vengeance. She takes great pleasure in it. And she right now, as she shows off to the fans here, is telling them that she intends to do it again. And Winona Hart comes up with the standing arm lock, and Moolah is complaining that the hold was aided and abetted by having her hair pulled. Standing arm lock again. And Winona this time gets the hold broken because she was obviously not pulling the hair, but in the complaint of the champion and in the suspicions of the referee, she is convicted. Crowd here is trying to tell Branko Lubitsch that it ain't so. She didn't do it. And this time it was Moolah who snatched her down by the hair, and this time it's Moolah who gets the hold broken, and Moolah landed on her knee, and this is a bad move as far as Moolah is concerned. She could be slowed up in this battle, and she can be pretty fast mover when the situation demands it. So Winona takes her away from the ropes, gets a twisting leg lock, and it works well. Favorite hold of Dory Funk and Terry Funk, that spinning toe hold. And Moolah found room that time to be able to move up. And oh, she came in with a vicious wallop that time. And this kind of punishment is not the kind that is going to be good for Winona Hart. I don't think any kind of punishment is good, but she has the look of not a tough individual, but a very feminine type female, and she's going to have black and blue spots all over her. You can bet your boots on that. Quick switch, and she ran right smack into the into the feet of Miss Moolah. Now it's going to be who makes the first move in this. A crisscross, and she's got her, and she whips her over, and there is a 1, there's 2, there is 3. And Winona Littlehart wrapped her up with a sunset flip. She turned her loose that time and put her right smack on her back. A nice move. She had her doubled up well, and Moolah is complaining to the referee right now. There's the winner, Winona Littlehart, and Moolah is trying to complain that she has 2 opponents. He is 1 fall behind. That's a good place for a challenger to be a fall ahead in a match like this. And as so many people have mentioned, it sure would be nice to see an Indian girl as champion of the world. Moolah trying to conceal something from referee Branko Lubic as Winona complains that she's still got something that he has not found. Reverse armbar. There's the move over, and she comes up now with a. I just want to see what she's going to turn this into. She's got the makings of a leg scissor. She's got the makings of a short arm scissor. But she's got the arm, and she's got her leg thrown over there to hang on to her. And there she gets pinned right back on, rolled right on her shoulders. Good move. And Winona's good move is nullified by the efforts of Moolah to stay off her back. She just reached up and snatched her by the hair and then brought her down. And again, she comes around there with that hand and finds the hair of the Indian and tries to scalp her. There again, she rolls her up, and again, Moolah this time comes knocking her back to equalize things. Oh. Well, she is well padded there, so it's natural padding too. In behind is Littlehart. She was trying to get her into a body scissor. Now as she comes out of it, she does have her. And Winona puts the squeeze on. She's got the legs right in place just under the ribs, which is a good area to put the squeeze, where you find the soft spot between the hips and the rib cage. And Winona now is trying to boost her up, and now comes the effort by the champion to pin, and she hit she hit bottom. And she hit hard. And the crowd is telling Winona to do it again. And do it again. She tries and do it. Oh, she does. Moolah caught in the body scissor. And again, Winona looks for permission from the crowd, and they tell her to go ahead and do it. Nice work. She flipped her over there. Good. Well, the nice work has to be followed up by more of the same, and that time she missed the effort. On top, we've got Moolah. There's 1, there's 2. We've got a fall. Moolah comes over to take the equalizing fall as she glues Winona Littlehart to the canvas. So Branko Lubic steps in there to say something to Moolah, and we say to you that we'll be back here in a moment. Now the bell for the 3rd and final fall of this battle between World's Girls Champion Moolah and Winona Littlehart. Indian challenger from Window Rock, Arizona. And Moolah can look a referee right square in the eye and lie to him, and she can make it very difficult to find her guilty of something she says she didn't do. Well, front headlock, and this time she ripped her across the face. And Moolah has had experienced teachers. She has had some of the best male grapplers in the game who have trained her in the tricks that men are capable of doing, and she has a man's attitude toward wrestling, and that is that the way for her to remain champion is to whomp her opponent and make it as quickly her contest as possible. Winona Little Hart, inside step over toe hold, and there's the opportunity for at least a 1 count by Bronco Lubitsch. She leans in on it. Winona leans in on it. She leans in there tight and snaps the leg up. This is a good hold. And Moolah knows it. That's why she's come up with one of her own. When you reverse this hold, it gives you exactly the same hold. The position of the legs is such that you get exactly the same leverage when you're able to complete it all the way. Moolah wants to complete it even further. She wants to go ahead and pin the Indian girl by reaching in for a little extra balance. And so she leans into the hold, and she does get the balance. And she is taking every inch of advantage that she possibly can. As Moolah says, that's the way I stay champion. And underneath, we've got Bronco Lubitsch. Well, Bronco Lubitsch, and he's got legs and arms wrapped around him there, but there he is. He came out in true Yugoslavian style with a grimace on his face, and he doesn't know which one of them he wants to haul off and slug. Moolah has convinced him, or at least tried to convince him, that Winona Little Hart is the one who made the error, tied up the referee. I guess Bronco's kind of pleased that he has come out of this with a full skin. Indian war dance. She comes into a headstand head scissor. At least she was able to throw her, and she goes in again. Catches it nicely. Winona trying to set Moolah up. Set her up and knock her down. Winona on top. This is the final fall. The one that wins this fall is going to be world's girls champion. That blow missed. The drop kick missed, and it gives Moolah the advantage. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and we've got a 3 count. And we've got the winner, and still the world's girls champion. So the fabulous Moolah retains her title, as she has done so many times, by the things that she knows, and not always by the preponderance of her wrestling ability. But Winona Little Hart has made a lot of fans in this audience. They like her, and we like her too.